So it's telling me there's a right turn approaching relatively soon. Oh, and we're at the turn. So we turn. Alright, now it says that there's a left turn coming up in a while. So now I just crossed the street right before the next turn, and so it's telling me that it's the next turn up here to the left. But this is an alleyway that I don't really care about walking down, so I'm going to skip it and see what it tells me to do. So it wants me to go down there, but I'm going to go down to the next street. Alright, so now I think it thinks I already turned, and it's telling me to go to the right once I went down that alley, but it hasn't really rerouted yet. Alright, so something went wrong with the app, and I'll show you a screenshot of that. I couldn't get rid of this error. It looked like a new one would pop up, and you could press OK, but then after that, it was stuck there. Screenshot of that, but basically it says that, oops, it can't reroute, so I'm going to have to reboot the app and see what happens. Again, it's telling me to turn left down this next alley. So again, I'm going to skip it and see if the app doesn't freak out this time. Alright, so I'm skipping the alley and continuing ahead. So it's still telling me to turn. Alright, recalculating. Alright, it's telling me to do a U-turn, but I'm going to turn left because I know where I'm going and see what it says to do after I do that. Alright, so it's recalculating. Okay, now it's telling me to turn left onto the street, so which is what I was planning on doing. I'm doing that now, and I'll update you at the end of it. So as we approach the end of the block, it's again telling me to turn on right at the next intersection, which I just arrived at. So I'll turn right. And I told it to just stop me right actually down here about halfway through this block. So it's telling me just to go straight, which will take me to the end. And so we'll see what it says when I reach that point. Should be any moment now. Okay, and there we've reached our goal. And now let's see what it says about how to get back. Oh, I might not have done a U-turn here, so that's the end. And now I'm going to set it up just a little further and then tell it to go back. I told it to go around the corner as the first waypoint and then back behind me as the second waypoint, so that we'll see what happens when I reach that turnaround point up here. So it's telling me to turn right at the corner, turn right, and let's see what happens. Alright, so now it's telling me that there's a U-turn coming up, and I'm going to turn before that, just see what happens. Come on. So this is kind of what happened on my... Okay, so now this updated... Nope, yep, and it's telling me to turn left. So it was able to figure out what to do if I skip that. So now it's telling me that there's going to be a left turn coming up in a little while. Okay, so right now it's telling me to take the next left, which is, again, is another one of those alleys. But I'm going to take the actual street before it. So I'm turning now. And we'll see how it tells me to correct my route. So again, I turned one street early. Now it's recalculating. Okay, now it's just telling me to take a right, as presumably at the end of this street. So, okay, so that's good. Okay, so I'm approaching my turn. It's the next turn to the right. And as I get to the corner, it should turn to green. And oh, recalculating. Oh, okay. I don't know why it recalculated, but anyway. Alright, and now we have that left turn coming up. And that's pretty much the end of my walk. So I hope this was a helpful little video review for you guys.